Now we'll prepare ledgers. First of all, we have to prepare revaluation account, then goodwill account, then capital accounts, then cash account. This should be the order of your ledgers for your convenience. And after that, you have to prepare balance sheet. So let's prepare revaluation account. So on credit side, by building rupees 8,000. On debit side, to furniture rupees 2,000, and 6,000 is the balancing figure on debit side. This is the profit. This profit will be distributed between A and B in the old ratio. So that will be to A's capital 3,600, to B's capital 2,400, and in the outer column 6,000 rupees, and the total on both sides 8,000 rupees. So you had left the space for this journal entry because at that time you didn't know the profit or loss on revaluation. Now you can pass the journal entry, and the journal entry will be revaluation account debit to A's capital to B's capital 6,000, 3,600, 2,400. Now goodwill account. You have to prepare goodwill account only in case you have written off or you have raised goodwill account, because in this question you have raised goodwill account by rupees 40,000. So you have to prepare goodwill account. So goodwill account was debited and A and B, C, they were credited. So on debit side, to A's capital 18,000, to B's capital 12,000, to C's capital 10,000, total 40,000, and on credit side, by balance CD 40,000 rupees. So total on both sides rupees 40,000. CD, by balance CD, it means this is the closing balance of goodwill account. Goodwill is an asset, so this closing balance will be taken to the balance sheet on asset side at rupees 40,000. So be careful. Now I'm going to start capital accounts. So we always make columnar capital accounts. I mean to say 3 columns on debit side, 3 columns on credit side, because we have got 3 partners A, B, C. So we have to create 3 columns on both sides. Credit side, by balance BD 30,000, 30,000. Then we distributed accumulated profit. So by reserve fund 6,000, 4,000. Then we distributed accumulated loss. So on debit side, to profit and loss account 3,000, 2,000. And after that we distributed revaluation profit. So on credit side, by revaluation account. In inner column, please write down profit 3,600, 2,400. And after that there was incoming of new partner. So by cash 25,000 in the column of C. Then there was adjustment entry for goodwill. So by C's capital, inner column, please write down goodwill 3,000 in the column of A and 2,000 in the column of B, because A and B were credited by rupees 3,000 and 2,000. So now C will be debited for this goodwill. So to A's capital and to B's capital. Please write down goodwill in the inner column 3,000 and 2,000 in the column of C. And after that, when goodwill account was raised, all partners were credited. So I'm going to credit all the partners by goodwill account. And in the inner column, please write down raised 18,000, 12,000 and 10,000. So the total on the credit sides are 60,600, 50,400 and 35,000 rupees. So in the same way, the same totals will be on debit side. So to balance CD, these are the balancing figures: 57,600, 48,400 and 30,000 rupees. These are the closing balances of A, B, C. It means, all closing balances are taken to the balance sheet. Means these figures will be taken to the balance sheet on liability side. Now let's prepare balance sheet of A, B, C. Asset side, building. Previously it was 40,000, now it is 48 because it has been appreciated by rupees 8,000. Cash, previously it was 15,000, now it is 40,000 because this is the closing balance. There is no more profit and loss account on asset side because it has been transferred to capital accounts. Furniture, previously it was 20,000, now it is only 18,000. Why? Because it has been depreciated. And now we have to create one more item, and that is Goodwill. You have raised Goodwill by rupees 40,000. So please write down Goodwill on asset side rupees 40,000. And this is the closing balance of Goodwill account. Total 1,46,000. Please come to the liability side. A's capital 57,600. B's capital 48,400. C's capital 30,000 rupees. Reserve fund, no need to write down because it has been transferred to capital accounts. Creditors rupees 10,000 as it is. Total 1,46,000. It means both sides agree. The question is okay.